Hello everyone, welcome to Train Sim World 6, the special early access and first look live stream. Without further ado, let's get started. Just going to grab the game for you all now. I do have it ready, which is good. And in the stream today, we'll be checking out the Riviera line in Train Sim World 6 and possibly some other lines we'll see. And yeah, so it's going to be, hopefully should be quite fun. Here we go, just pull this up now. There we are. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, we've got Train Sim World 6 up. I'm just going to turn this game volume right back up to where it was before. Okay, that should be good. Alright, here's Train Sim World 6. So let me just turn down that audio there so you don't hear the music again in the background too loud. But this is Train Sim World 6. The menu is the exact same. But without further ado, we're going to get started straight away. So a few features of Train Sim World 6 is that it has random events. So you can get like temporary speed restrictions, train failures, signal failures. Signals might take a bit longer to go green and stuff. Just minor details like that, and heaps of other new add-ons that I haven't even mentioned. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to be driving on the Riviera line. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you all the route introduction, which is just here. And we'll go through that. It's about 5 minutes long, and I'll turn off my mic and I'm going to go silent. And I've already done this route introduction, but I'm going to do it again for you all. But I'll go silent for this bit, and you can hear the voiceover that the person has, like where they read off the script of all you need to know about this route, basically. So without further ado, let's get started on that, and then we'll get to driving trains. We'll check out the new 800 class trains, the Voyagers, the local trains, all that type of stuff. And then also this new scenario where you can dispatch at the station. So you're a train guard, well, you already have train guards in the game, but a train station dispatcher guard. So that'll be quite cool. So we'll be doing that at the end of the stream as well, trying out one of the scenarios. But that is what we're going to do in the stream today. So without further ado, let's get started with the route introduction.
Welcome to your first day as a trainee driver here on the Riviera line. Exeter is known for its medieval history and beautiful architecture. Exeter's medieval underground passages are the only ones of their kind open to the public in Britain. Follow the markers to approach the empty route map billboards around the station and interact with them to place the route maps. Take some time to explore the station and find other tasks. Fix up other route maps, place fire extinguishers, stack hard hats and fire cannons.
Doors closing. Footbridge. Doors opening. Lift going down.
A portion of this route was initially designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel as broad gauge and to utilise atmospheric power, where a differential in air pressure was used to propel the train. Atmospheric power was only in operation for 1 year between September 1847 and September 1848. The atmospheric railway was abandoned due to maintenance issues with the pipes and poor fuel economy. The railway was converted from broad gauge to standard gauge in the late 19th century, shortly after the area's consolidation into the Great Western Railway. The other major station on this route was opened in 1877, named Plymouth North Road. A major rebuild began in 1938. However, the work was delayed by the Second World War and not completed until 1962. This route is famous for its scenic seaside towns such as Dawlish and Teignmouth. The severe weather of the coastline has caused many problems along the railway. In 2014, the severe weather collapsed the Dawlish seawall, cutting off the peninsula from the network. On several occasions, delays have been caused by waves hitting trains, such as on the 29th of September 2024, when a train was hit by a wave and was rendered unable to move until it was rescued by another train. A 5-phase plan has been created to bolster the coastline against the weather. The work for the first phase was completed in 2020 and the seawall was given a new foundation. This route features the British staple, Class 150 Sprinter for local coastline journeys, and the modern Class 802 to tackle the journey to Plymouth and beyond. Take on the high-speed 802 between Exeter and Plymouth, or take your time and enjoy the scenic coastline down to Paignton. Be aware of the weather and watch out for delays. There is something for everyone in along this beautiful tourist route.
Alrighty, so that is the introduction. Now, we won't do training modules because I already know how to drive these trains. See, I would have done it before, but I'm a pro at this game. I know how to drive all the trains. I don't even need training modules for trains. Alright, so what we're going to do is I've actually already done a service on the Class 802. I do have Deluxe Edition. I mean, I have to, so I can get early access. So it comes with the Voyager. Excuse me. And while we're at it, I'm going to show the other new routes of the game as well. This is one of them. I'm going to have some trouble pronouncing this. Bahnenstrecke Leipzig to Dresden. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a German route though. I've heard it's got quite negative feedback. It's basically just a copy and paste of an old route. So that's not really that good. But anyways, and then somewhere in here, there we go, the Morristown line, New York and Hoboken to Dover. So this is one of like the corridors of just outside New Jersey and New York. So I'll definitely do a run on this line because this line looks amazing. And it's got all your scenarios in there as well. But it looks really good, so I'll be doing that a bit later possibly. But yeah, and then for those wondering, this is West Coast Main Line South. This is last year's, the former old TsetsTransport World 5 main game thing. I'm just stumbling across my words. Alright, we're going to be going over to the Riviera line. We're going to do a service in the Class 802. Following that, we're then going to do a service in the Class 150, and then following that, service in the 220, and then we're going to do that dispatcher scenario. So overall, it should be about an hour or two of the live stream, so I'll be doing some short services just so it doesn't go on for too long. So what I think we'll do is let's do a service. Let's do the 43 minutes one. We'll go from Paignton to Exeter St David's. Set it to July so it's nice and warm. Now, I coincidentally, of course, decided to make myself a snack, a healthy snack, I will say, just before the live stream, so I have to finish it. So what I'm going to do is for the first bit, after I get you introduced into the driving and how I'm doing it, I'll then go silent for a minute or two, just so I can quickly finish it off, and then I'll be back, so it won't be that long. But this is my first time at Paignton Station, which is interesting. That lighting looks a bit messed up there. Okay, I think... See, this is the problem. There will be some problems. As you can see, this level crossing is having a stroke, so that's great. But there does appear to be a bit of a lighting problem just here. Like, it looks really dark and off. But they'll fix that. So yeah, this is Paignton. This is where one of the branches of the line goes to where the trains terminate. And this is where the cross-country Voyager trains go to. Also, I think it's actually a shed. Wow, that's really cool. There's a shed in the middle of the station. Wouldn't have guessed that. But yeah, so if I can squeeze through. So this is the station just here. This is our train, the Class 802. It's a diesel train. Well, actually bimodal, because somewhere on here there's a pantograph. Yeah, there it is. Pantograph just there, but it's mainly used for diesel. Then you've got like the main road just here. and this level crossing. They've done a really good job, but like I said before, it's just there is some lighting issues around here, but that's always a thing with this game. Anyways, let's get the train set up. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a bit of an issue there. Oh well. It does kind of give me Train Sim World 2 vibes, that lighting. Jeez. Alright. I'll just turn up the desktop audio, which is the game audio. A bit more. So let me know if you guys can hear it well, because I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Another thing as well is that there are announcements finally in this game, so we will hear some throughout the stream as well, and I'll try to find some for you. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, a few glitches, but, you know. I was actually driving this train just before, and an announcement went off inside the train saying, like, now arriving at station name. And I jumped. I was like, oh my god. So, yeah. Do be mindful of that. Looks like that. Hold on a moment. Oh, it's waiting for us, I think. Okay. I'd like to think so, at least. Unless we're doing a train race. That'd be pretty cool. I think we might be doing a train race. Alright. We're on move from Paynton. And next stop is Torquay. I think that's how you pronounce it. And we're doing a bit of a train race here. Which is cool. There you go.
Pusey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington.
So there you go. That was the announcement just there. So that's what...
Station is Torquay.
Okay, I think it's done now. Those are the announcements just there. So that is what you'll hear throughout the game. Only in the Train Sim World 6 routes, not in the older ones, such as West Coast Mainline South. Unfortunately, that's not in there, which I find quite frustrating, but you know, oh well. But from all future routes from this point on, there will be the announcements, but also there's an option for mods and everything, so they can customize it a little bit and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Another thing as well is that you'll hear the passenger ambience. So not so much on these trains, because this train has like a very long cab, but on a more suburban type train, you'll actually hear the passengers talking. So when the train gets busier, the passenger ambience will get louder and louder and louder, and you'll be able to hear it in the cab. You can obviously turn that setting off and everything, but I have it on for, well, realism. I just think it's, like, fine details like that really add to the game, because I felt it was really weird driving before and you could hear nothing, especially on like older trains where they don't have much insulation. I mean, obviously on these ones you won't really hear it that much because there's a lot of insulation because these trains are new. But the older ones, which you will be getting to drive soon, you can hear much better. So what I'm going to do is, now that we're into all of this, I'm going to go, and probably until we get to this Torquay station, I should be done with my snack, but I'll still be driving, and you'll still hear the game audio, so I'll turn it up a little bit so you guys can have a little listen. You'll also hear the announcement of the train arriving at the station, so like, now arriving at whatever station name. So you should be able to hear that. But yeah, just finishing off my snack, but I will be back and talking in 3 minutes.
We are now approaching Torquay. This is Torquay. Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Alright, I'm back with the snack finished. So I hope you all enjoyed that ambience there. That was quite nice. But yeah, I'll be back to talking now. So feel free as well if you want to ask any questions in the chat that you might have about the game. Hopefully I'll be able to answer them. But yeah, so this is Torquay Station. Interesting name. As you can see just there. I love that little symbol, the Riviera line. That looks quite nice. So actually, I must say, I'm getting like off topic here, but those houses there, like they've done a great job on that. Like it just makes the station look more nicer. Ooh, looks nicer, not looks more nicer. That's a class 150. That's a train we'll be driving next. This is the more suburban type of train. Yes, the snack was yummy. I might just turn the game audio down on my end a little bit.
Great Western Railway service to Payton, Payton.
Okay, just tried to get that announcement in there, but I don't think you might have heard it or not. If you heard it or not. Alright. Oh, someone's... Thanks, mate. Jeez, that guy's pale. He needs to be out in that sun more. So yeah, moving on to whatever our next station is, Newton Abbot. And we're just going via our location just here. Let me know if you can hear me well enough, and also if you can hear the game audio as well. I want to make sure you guys can hear the game audio.
Newton Abbot.
More announcements? I did just play an announcement. I'm not sure if there'll be another one or not. No, I don't think there will be. Hope you heard that, but it was just saying the next station is Newton Abbot. Like, welcome on board your Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. The next station is Newton Abbot. This is pretty cool. I think we're a full 9-car unit. Yeah, we are. Cool. Now, the line speeds here are not that fast, that's for sure. So you do kind of have to keep an eye on your speed. But there is a point of the line where you do get up to 100 miles per hour. So that's probably the fastest point of the line. Looks like we're coming in through a station. Obviously not stopping, but we do have to go slow. So the more suburban style trains would stop here. Just not ours. There you go. Thought that was cool to be a little silent there while we went through the station. No, I'm not speeding. I mean, I am speeding, but the speed limit went up, so we just need to wait for the whole train to get through. And then we're in that new speed limit zone, which I think is 45. If it's 45, it should go around here. Yep, there you go. So yeah, next stop is Newton Abbot. We'll be there in about 7 minutes. Following that is Tynemouth, and then Dawlish, Exodus and Davis. Now, these two stations here, I'm telling you, stick around for this part, because, oh my god, the view in the game is spectacular. Like, you go right along the sea, you've got the beach next to you, it's beautiful. And you've got these wonderful red rocks as well, like really red rocks. So, I highly recommend staying around for that, because that'll be, it's amazing, honestly. I've only gone past there once before, but I enjoyed it so much that I actually slowed the train down. The line speed was like 60, I went like 20, just so I could go through and actually take a look at everything, go like, take it all in, you know? And I'll do something similar. I'll slow down the train a little bit so you guys can have a look at it all. But we need to try our best to stick to that timetable, so shouldn't be too hard. I mean, there's not many trains out here. It's a pretty quiet line. I mean, the distance between signals is absurd, so can't even see a signal coming up yet. That's how long the distance is. So yeah, we'll be fine. But yeah, very curvy along here, along the whole line. Lots of gradients. The gradient might be going down, it might be going up, you know. I'll show you the map. There's your map just there, so you can see it's like really squiggly along here. Then it straightens out a bit here, and it's just around here where it gets to 100, so that's pretty cool. But for the rest of the line, it's a bit faster than this. Normally, I think the average line speed's about 60. But as you can see here, it's 45 right now, but we are going on a somewhat sharp curve, so that would be why. You can see our speed limit will go up in 2.5 miles to 55. Actually, you don't know, it's gone up now. That is the problem. Sometimes it won't show the speed limit coming up at some points. It'll glitch. Did it in number 5, and it's still doing it in number 6. So we do have a red signal coming up. Although the station, which is Newton Abbot, could be before that red signal. I'm not sure though. I think it might be. Let's have a look. Yeah, Newton Abbot station is right there. By the way, if you hear construction noise, I do apologise. It's the idiots next door who don't know how to build a house and have been building a house for 3 years now, and it's not done yet. So, do bear with me on that. Ooh, that's perfect. We've got a temporary speed restriction coming up. The restriction is at 35, you can see just there, and then there's also this sign just here which will show the speed, 35. So we can still go our normal speed right now, but coming into Newton Abbot we do need to slow down because of the speed restriction. And we need to slow down to 35 miles per hour, which is not much of a decrease from the already 40 miles per hour speed limit, so not that big. Ooh, that's a bit weird. Put on full headlights so you can see the tunnel. Put on a little bit of brake so we can go underneath 55. There we go. We're now joining onto the main line just here. So we just come off the branch to Payton now. We're now coming onto the main line. I believe that was the signal that was red. No, I wasn't sure if we were going to stop at or not, but it's all green now. It's all good. Put on some more brake because we've got to get to 40. And that temporary speed restriction should be coming up shortly. Yes, just here. Alright, we're now officially on the temporary speed restriction. Whoa, that messed up. Temporary speed restriction. There we go. That's better. It's one of the signals there for it. So yeah, just changing over the tracks now to get on the correct one, and then we'll be coming into Newton Abbot Station. And we'll hear the shortly arriving announcement any second. I think you might have heard it there. Alright.
Looking at Teignmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury,
Pusey, Bedwell,
Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington.
That's cool. You can hear the announcements just there. So I'll be leaving in about a minute or two. We're just running a little bit early. But here is the station. So this is Newton Abbot Station. This is the Class 150 trains. It's a short one there. And then it's a pretty basic station to be honest, but I mean it's a cute station. It's cute. Obviously, you can see that there was obviously 2 old platforms here at some point. So you can see just there. And it comes down to the street and all here. Yeah, I must say that building stands out a lot. Don't know how I feel about that. Anyways. Got another 30 seconds here, then we can head off. Now, I believe just here is like a heritage railway, or am I too far ahead? Yeah, I'm too far ahead. There is a heritage railway coming out soon, I promise. There was one I saw. We'll see that soon. I'll say that's a cool walkway bridge. Very cool. Alright, we're closing the doors now. Can you guys hear the game audio enough? Like, is it too loud? Is it too quiet? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me, like my microphone audio and the game audio roughly around the same, so you can hear it all well. So yeah, coming up shortly, we'll see that amazing view. We'll see that in about 5 minutes or so. It does appear to be getting a little bit cloudy. So as you can see, we're picking up a lot of speed now. It's one of the faster points of the line. So yeah, just after this curve here is that spectacular view that is floating. Nice.
To London Paddington.
Cool. May as well shut the doors now, actually. Just because we'll go slow along the line so you can see the view and everything. So just after this curve here is the spectacular view. Just after here, there we go. So that's the rock formation just there. And I'll just come out to the camera here. And there you go. Does get better. Not the full bit yet, but this is the start of what is the coastline just here with the beach and then these wonderful red rocks. And it gets way better when we get to Dawlish Station. Alright, we're now approaching Dawlish Station, which is just through this tunnel here. Oh, it's raining. Though, lack of clouds.
Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury,
Pusey, Bedwin,
Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington.
Alright, sit here for a minute and then we'll be clear to go. Okay, he's getting a bit cloudy now. Alright, next and final stop is Exeter St David's in 11 minutes.
Service 2, London Paddington, will be calling at Exeter St David's, Tiverton Parkway, Taunton, Castle Carey, Westbury, Pusey, Bedwin, Newbury, Reading, and London Paddington.
Very nice. So yeah. Next stop is Exeter St David's, as the lady just said in the announcer there. So, yeah. No, this is not the 805, this is the 802. The 805 is the type used on Avanti West Coast. This is the GWR 802. Oh, speeding a little bit, need to slow down. Okay, it's getting pretty cloudy now, actually. Little carnival going on. Coming through a station just here. Alright, I'm going to ask for the 50th time because no one appears to be responding. Everyone seems to be in La La Land in the chat. Can you hear the game audio well enough, and can you hear me well enough? I want to make sure you guys can hear the game audio properly and that you can also hear me. So please let me know. Alright, I'm going to turn up the game audio then a little bit. There we go. Bit louder. Sun's coming back out again. Jesus, weather can't make up its mind. See, as you can see, in 0.7 miles, we will be going up to 100 miles per hour. Alright, I'm seeing some inappropriate messages in the chat by someone. You know who you are. That's not right to be saying that stuff, mate. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Alright, just coming into Exeter and Davids now, where the train will terminate, and we'll go on to our next service.
We are now approaching Exeter St. David's.
Looks like I have a Voyager in there. It's leaving right now.
This is Exeter St. David's.
There we go. That is the route done. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, we're now going to go back to the main menu, and then we'll do our next service. Alright, I'm going to do class 150 now. Let's find a service to do on that now. Alrighty. I want to do a short one. Let's do this one. You can actually hear the passenger ambience too. It's pretty cool. Nice horn. I was going to say Desper screen isn't on, but it is. Dawlish Warren. And this is where this fair place is. It's cute. If you zoom in, it glitches. Nice.
We are now approaching Dawlish.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
This is Dawlish. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paynton. The next station is Timber.
Calling at Tinmouth, Newton Abbot, Torre, Torquay, and Paynton.
Tinmouth. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paynton. This is Tinmouth. This is a Great Western Railway service
Great
to
Western
Paynton.
Railway
The next
service to
station is Newton
Calling
Abbot.
at Newton Abbot, Torquay, and Paynton.
a Great Western Railway service to Paignton. Newton Abbot. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton. The next station is Tor. The next station is Tor. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton. is
Platform
Tor.
1 for
This
the
is a Great
12:15
Western Railway
Great
service to
Western Railway
Paynton. The
service
next
to
station
Paynton.
is
Calling
Torquay.
at Torquay and Paynton.
Paynton. We are now approaching Torquay.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and take care when stepping down from the train.
This is Torquay. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paynton. The next station is Paynton.
At Paynton only.
The next station is Paynton. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paynton. We are now approaching Paynton.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Hundred.
Alrighty, that is the class 150 done. Got to do the Voyager now, and then we are done with the stream. So once again, we'll be uninterrupted doing the Voyager, and we'll do a short run as well. And yeah, this is the deluxe edition loco for the line.
Newton Abbot. This is a cross-country service to Plymouth.
Alrighty everyone, I have just realised the time. It is actually starting to get pretty late, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here. We've now gone over all 3 trains that come with the new Riviera line in Train Sim World 6. We've seen some of the details, new features, also the broken train's fault where it was showing the train's engine was failing 3 times in 5 minutes about an hour ago, so that was a bit odd, but yeah, they have some bugs to fix there. So yeah, that is all for this live stream. And that is all for the preview of Train Sim World 6. Train Sim World 6 comes out on the 1st of October for standard edition buyers, and it is out now for people who buy the deluxe or special edition. And it comes with this train just here, but if you do buy standard, you will not get this train. That is all for this live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in and for watching, and hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye everyone.